Welcome. In this lesson, we're going to create wood. We already created fire from the previous lesson. Now what I've done is just did an 800 by 800 normal document, and I'm going to change my foreground color to D9 CAAF, D9 CAAF, or just type these RGB colors, it doesn't matter. Click OK. Then I'm going to click on the background color picker, and then I'm going to choose this 585252. 585252, click OK. Then we're going to go over to Filter, Render, Fibers. Now, if you want clouds, you can click Clouds, Lens Flare. If you want a lens flare in your photo, go ahead and select this. And lighting effects, just play around. I would suggest you can see how that works. So we're going to click on Fibers. Anytime you want wood type of textures, you usually go to Render and Fibers. Now you'll notice the colors that have been chosen here. Anytime you deal with filters, it's usually dealing with the colors on the foreground and background colors. So if you ever want to see how they work with different colors, change them first and then open up the filter. Okay, so now we have two settings, variance, and we have the strength. So we want our threads to be low, and we want a higher strength, so they're more straight. So we chose a 7 and a 56. Click randomize, and this will just show you different previews or different ways of having these colors interact with the fibers. We're just going to stick with this. Click OK. And then we'll press Ctrl J to duplicate the layer. And then we're going to go to liquify. So it's going to go filter, liquify. And then we're going to make some kind of knots in the wood. So I'm going to go to forward warp, and I'm just going to make some little indentations in the wood. Randomize places. Whoops, not overdoing it so it looks obviously fake. And then we'll go to the twirl tool, which is the third one down, and I'm going to click somewhere maybe here, and I can twirl the wood. And if I hold my mouse down, it twirls it and twirls it, so maybe I can create a little knot. Okay, and then for example I can go back to my forward warp and see if I can adjust this. Okay, and you get the point. So let me press OK. So we have our wood here with some knots and some different types of forward warping. Then we'll go to Filter Gallery. So Filter, Filter Gallery, and you'll see that it has 3 dots. This will open up the filter gallery for you. And you can see here that you have a whole bunch of filters you can choose from. The same filters that are under the filter menu, not all of them are in here, just so you know. Again, not all of the filters that are in the filter menu are in here, but you do have a majority of the ones in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And also you have this is like a layer, so you have mosaic tiles, and if I wanted to add another effect, I can double the effect, or I can change it to patchwork, texturizer, or any of these other options. It doesn't matter. I can turn off the layer so I can see how it would look, and I can also just drag the layer to the trash can to delete it. So we're going to go under the Distort menu, and we're going to choose Glass. And then we're going to choose Frosted and choose 4 and 4. Alright. And 100% to scaling, so you can definitely scale this up, scale this back. Okay. And you'll see this blue bar go down here. That means you're going to have to give it some time in order for it to finish. See, watch, see? There you go, depending on your computer speed. And some can actually take forever. Now, as soon as we click OK, don't do anything else. You're going to click OK. And don't do anything else. The next thing you're going to do is go over here to the Edit menu and choose Fade Filter Gallery. This only comes up when it's the next step after you apply something. If you do anything else between, it goes away and you're going to have to redo everything. So under the Fade menu, we're going to change the mode to Darken, and we're going to lower it. Alright? So see how nice this is? You can fade whatever you do. You can turn around immediately, fade it, change the blend mode, and fade it. So if you applied a heavy-handed filter, you can fade it back and change the blend mode. So it's really nice. Now on the same layer, we're going to go to Filter, Texture, Mosaic Tiles. Alright, and the Mosaic Tiles, we're going to choose, let's say, 2 and 15. Maybe 12 actually. I like 12. Alright, click OK, and we're going to fade this one too. So now I'm going to go to Edit, fade mosaic tiles. I'm going to choose darken also, and then I'm going to fade it back a little to give it a realistic kind of look, but not over the top. And then click OK. And there we have our type of wood texture. Now I'm going to tell you that this is brought to you by Tuts Plus, Tutsplus, Tutsplus by a random Bikash. This was done in like 2010. It's a tutorial that I remember, but I want to give credit where credit is due. And now in the next lesson, we're going to learn how to do a water reflection.